Hey there, beloved Ascension pioneers. Welcome, it's me, your Ascension Guide, Paluna. I would like to make a video about retrieving and asking for your Ascension guidance, your cheerleader team, your backup in this journey. I was having this Skype conversation with a dear friend of mine today. We were doing some card readings and talking about some things. We were just sourcing some messages through. And she was speaking about a certain guide that she wants to connect to, like she needs a new guide. And, I oftentimes speak about external guidance and how it's more important for us to connect with our inner guidance, our inner guidance system, our soul, and then, the heart of our soul. The soul flows to our heart, which is in feeling, which is what the new energy is all about, which is the new earth is based on us going totally into our heart and the feeling center. But also the light of your being, which is your I am presence, and you are to invoke all of it from within. But a lot of the people are still in transitioning mode. So when I say, for me it's enough if I just tune into my I am presence, and even that is not always true, because sometimes there are aspects in life that are also challenging on a human level, on a human aspect. And do know that guides who are very highly evolved, who come from higher octaves of being, they will not get involved, because getting involved just means getting entanglements. Guides from the highest level of being are disentangled. They are fully loving and supportive, but they work from the level of oneness, which is understanding of free will, divine will, and all encompassing each other together as one. But like I said, even though I focus on this more, and I know that I speak about me and channeling, which is basically just sourcing from my own I am presence, I don't channel any guides, although sometimes we all, channel words that, because there's many energies around us present at all times, and we all have a backup team, if you call them like such. There are beings of light who are assisting this process, in an infinite way, in so many possible ways. Like I was describing, I think just a few days ago, or was it yesterday? I don't know, that even here on Earth we have various tasks. For instance, one of my earthly tasks, as I feel and I know it to be true, is to be an Ascension guide. Although as a being, I'm not an Ascension guide. I'm way beyond that. But this is my task. So the same way I would like to address this topic today is that many beings of light who are assisting this Earth with its ascension, and humans who are transitioning into ascension, their tasks also vary, so it depends on the nature of guidance. So let's come back to what I was saying before. I was stating that although I say with me, I just call my beloved I am, and I just source from my own knowing, because as a being, I already am involved in such things. I have this knowing about this process. But when it comes to my personal life, my personal, sometimes humanized aspects, and when I go through challenges, I also need guidance to support me in a way. This Ascension team is I would call them. Our member sister of light, Kara, one of my greatest inspirations and sources of wisdom, she spoke about this, and she called it our Ascension team. And she was saying this, like, I think it was a few years back already when I started reading her writings, how it's important to ask for an Ascension guide and to declare, to have an Ascension guide. So, like I said, maybe on my level of awareness, sometimes it's enough to just connect with my own presence. But there's a lot of people who are still transitioning. For a lot of people, it's first time they're going through this ascension process. They're not a comebackers. They're just, it's first time for them. It's like first time they're moving into this realm of beyond the known. It's like this deep void that brings, something new, births something new. So, it's very important to understand both aspects, and this is what I wish to address today, because it came through this conversation I had today with a friend. It's important to understand the power of your inner being, but you have to also respect where you are, and a lot of the times we're here not yet fully connected to Source. So at that respect, we know we can always have that instant tuning in to your I am presence through the source of all that is. So those times it was really important that you know your guidance, that you ask for the highest guidance that works and operates within the realms of, I call it, where I come from, it's the realms of illuminated truth. It's not a place, it's not a dimension, it's something that's based on solely the principle of understanding, consciousness, understanding divine principles of creation, and so forth. So it is important also to know your guidance, to know your Ascension team, to ask for it. Because a lot of the people, what was happening, I was channeling this information to my friend, and I realized, and I felt totally guided to make this video at the same time, because what's happening now, we're transitioning from this period that we were used to living a certain way, And we were used to, you know, asking our angels and guides, you know, spirit guides, and now we're moving into this new realm. In this new realm, you have to know new principles of life, new principle of this dimensional or awareness type of living apply here. What used to apply in the old no longer applies. So sometimes the guidance you might have had until now, it feels, you might feel abandoned, you might feel alone, you don't know, you know, how to operate with your guidance, you don't hear the right things, you don't feel the right things, you feel confused. And it's okay. It is a greater invitation and initiation within, so you can further open your heart and connect to your soul. But also, humans were never meant to go through this alone, you know? You're part of the global and galactic team. And there's all of us together in this. And this was a very strong message coming into today was, Paluna, please share about this aspect as well. Because you always talk about the aspect of the I am alignment and listening to your heart. But this is an aspect you also need to address because it's of great importance, especially right now, because the energies are really amplifying. This has nothing to do with fear. It's just something that we need to come in awareness about, the options that we have, the great help and assistance that is out there for us, but it needs to come from the highest light, because the more you progress, the outdated, the outmoded simply won't be needed anymore. And I was posting the links from certain videos that I've seen this weekend from Namaste Angel, and she was mentioning a lot of these things. She said we've just outgrown certain spiritual guides, and they just stayed in this realm, and we would be bound to that if we just don't move further, move on our own. Every single realm in divine order, I don't like to call it spiritual hierarchy, although there is such a thing as a spiritual hierarchy, but it's more of a divine order kind of nature. It's like a humanized term. You know, we need teachers, we need lawn mowers, we need cooks, we need physicians, we need we need builders. Everything is it's corporation. It's like a big conglomerate of things. So if you would imagine there's like this broader picture, the big picture, you see everyone has its own divine task. So everyone has their own principle of understanding and leading in a certain direction that they're like in charge of. And we're each in charge of our own as well. So you have to understand that certain guidelines, certain guidance that was coming in your life before, because you shifted, now it's shifting. Let me explain this with a very simple example. I've given this example to my friend today. Let's say that before this, when you were just awakening, you were mostly focused on, for instance, how to change your life, how to shift purpose. You wanted to be more spiritual, but you still were clinging on to some physical things, you know, how to make money from it, your prior question was still not how to be of service, how to be in tune and align with ascension energy. That was still not your priority. You were not fully devoted to this. And let's say now you shifted to this frequency. And now what? You had guides that were able to offer you assistance on that level of awareness, because we always are allowing only to receive what we can channel through our own body template, through our own awareness, because awareness will filter through into your body as well. So what's happening is a lot of the things you used to ask for, you still don't understand because you're not getting new kind of insights, new guidance, and you're just still looking for something in the old, and you're still, you know, for instance, people who are very bound to third dimensional and rituals that are more like prayer. You pray for something outside of you to help you. You say, I pray to angels to help me with this. I cannot do it alone. When you move with the Ascension energies, you start becoming more empowered from within. And this is what Ascension team, the Ascension guides, are going to help you with. Plus, they have a proper understanding. They're always aligned with the Ascension energies. So as you know, as above, so below. So if we are humans and Ascension pioneers who are in this process, we also need guidance. Our guidance team who's within the same, you know, who can mirror us in that level, to that respect. So you need to ask for pure guidance. This is your birthright. This is your ascension right, but it's your choice. Remember, it is your choice. So I was giving this example before you were still maybe clinging to some of the material things, like how to create a business from this, how to, you know, you were still focused on those realms, and you were asking angels to help you to manifest something so you can then maybe expand your purpose. But when you move with ascension energies, you're like pure blank. When you decide for ascension, because it is a conscious decision, it is a soul decision, but it also has to come through a human decision to activate these soul codes of your decision. And then what will be required of you it's like this full dedication to this process. Nurture your body, your physical body, I mean, your emotional body, the mental body, all levels as one. So this is why there's a lot of us also here to give you guidance and, as embodied team. We're coming here as guides to be embodied. But like I said, as above, so below, we also have our spirit guidance. And a lot of us who are here in body also work as spirit guides. That's why a lot of people have dreams of me guiding them and keep sending me messages about this. And it's wonderful because it's a huge confirmation that all is beautiful and all is perfect. It's all in flow. And we're all fulfilling our rightful divine tasks. Well, what is important here is that you need to understand if you're no longer interested in those things, to just manifest. I just want a romantic relationship. I want to manifest this. Angels, please show me the way. These are beings of light who are assisting in such departments, in such a realm, who have expertise on this. You have to understand every guide. We're all guides, basically. We're all reaching our hands and extending it to someone who's just maybe a few steps after you, behind you, so to say. And in that terms, each level of beings can assist in their own way. For instance, when I explain about my light activations, these light surgeries, I always, when I wake up, I have this feeling of Arcturian nature, like Arcturians are these surgeons, and they're different types of beings with different sorts of energy field to it. So each has its own level of expertise. But when you move into your life, which is completely aligned with Ascension energies, and you don't always know what you're going to do next, you just purely want to devote yourself to service. You don't know how. You feel lost. A lot of the people are feeling this way right now. And they're still looking at the old guidance. That's why my guidance said to me today, it said, Paluna, please speak about this aspect. Because when my friend was saying, I want to reach this guide, and I was with this woman who said this to me, you need to contact this guide. I'm seeking for her. I'm looking for her. And then I do a card reading, and I see these sparkles on the card. And the sentence that flowed right through me was, just because you don't see it, it doesn't mean it's not there already. So you have to understand, we are the ones who vibrationally need to come close to that level of guidance and assistance that is available to us on this level. So when you reach to a new step, the next level, this won't work for you anymore. You're reaching higher. So we have to open up to the vibration and frequency of those guides that work on that level. So if before you were more interested in some aspects, you got guidance on that department, in that direction. And then you move forward. You need new guidance. You need new guidance system because your decision, your timeline is now aligned with something else, and you need expertise on that division. It's just like you wouldn't go to a hairdresser if you wanted to buy groceries. You see, it's kind of like a very simple understanding here. So I would like to invite you all to make this decree, like maybe before you go to bed or when you wake up. I don't know what feels most comfortable to you. If you feel you really just wish to align with the Ascension energies, or you already, of course, know you are there, this is all that interests you, and you just flow with that. You feel energies, you feel how everything is shifting, and your only purpose is to be aligned with the new, our new soul life, recreating your, reconstructing your blueprint in accordance to the new, because Ascension path is a path that is not a determined path. It is a path of flow with spirit. It is a path of constant recreation and rebirth. It is an unpredictable path. It is a path and initiation into always flowing with what it is right now here in spirit. So it takes a lot of initiations, and that's why I say additional guidance team support is also very important here. So if you have this moment, I would really recommend to just sit, to feel yourself where you are, sense your ascension process, sense yourself, and then ask. And it's so simple. You just state that you desire the best, most pure guidance aligned with the highest ascensional energies you're desiring to align yourself, intending to align yourself with, to just make a decree to receive the best ascension mentor ascribed to you, assigned to you, and that you're fully, through all the heart of your soul, willing to accept and embrace the love and the guidance and the nurture of these beings. Ask for as much as it is for your highest good. Ask for them to come to you, but then know, like I said, the sentence from the card was, just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's already there. So basically you need to shift perception from within. When you shift internally, the guide is always there. They exist in their level of awareness. They exist where they are. They're already there. But you need to reach out, and you do that vibrationally and then with conscious intent. So my beloved pioneers, before you do this on a larger scale alone in your sacred space, please do give me feedback on that, okay? What I recommend is now all together, what we do is we close our eyes just for a few moments. We put our feet on the earth. We feel we're grounded on earth. We feel we're centered. We feel we wish to stay on earth. We know it's our task to stay on earth. We know it's our purpose to stay on earth. We know it's our choice to stay on earth. Through that, with this divine integrity, we're fully grounding ourselves in our being. And then we just come into our heart. We pull the energy upward from the heart. And then from our heart space, we just feel that love divine, the essence, the spark of our soul, our individualized soul aspect. So what we do is, from this space in our heart, we feel like this burst of energy, like this desire, this intent, this longing, this call goes out, spreads throughout all that is. And you just know you are not seeking for a guide. The guides, the mentors are already there. You're simply intending to align your frequency. And now together we say, I now fully intend and dedicate myself to receiving pure guidance within the principle of oneness, within the realms of illuminated truth, through only pure ascension mentors and guides who are aligned with ascension energies in the now, and purity that comes through the essence of divine love. Only for my highest good, for the highest path of this ascension journey. I call forth as much as it is able for myself to embrace, and I do embrace, and I do accept, and I do allow myself to receive this gift of divine love, additional support and guidance, align with the new frequency, align with the new earth, and align with my new life, with my new soul blueprint. And then just feel it to be so. And then at the same time, you feel how through your crown chakra and into the sacred rose, or whatever you feel like, just see yourself releasing all the old guidance, the old guide, something that no longer serves you on this path. Choose accordingly for your highest alignment. And feel yourself spiraling this beautiful spiral of spirit. And so it is. And it's all beauty, and it's all grace. And I'll see you soon, my beloved Ascension Pioneers. I love you all so much. I hope this was helpful. And reach out whenever you feel guided. So I am here to assist you on this journey anyway. So take care. Bye.